Hi, in this video I want to teach you how to make this baby blanket. It's done with the Broom stick stitch. It's very easy to make. It takes me not that long to make it. I cast 100 chains, but if you want it a little bit wider you can do 120. Well, here is the video on how to make this beautiful baby blanket. To make this baby blanket, the yarn I'm gonna use is Red Heart Super Save It. It's worsted medium 4. And the color is LT Blue. This ball of yarn I bought at Michael a couple of years ago. I bought quite a few of them, and the ones that I have the most is the blue that I use the least. And this one has 681 meter or 744 yards. So it's a lot of yarn here for the work. I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna use. You're gonna need one of these type of needles. These one I bought them at a second-hand store. They cost me $1 each. They're exactly the same size, but different. They look a little bit different. They both are 25 millimeters or US 50. Or if you can't find any of these needles, you can use a ruler. In most of the household they have rulers, so you can use a ruler. You're gonna use a crochet hook, 5 millimeters, and scissors. Okay, let's start with our baby blanket. To start, we're gonna start with the slip knot. And I'm gonna start doing chains, nice and loose. I always like to do my chains nice and loose. You don't want to start making them tight like this, because otherwise they don't gonna give you the result that you want. That's why we are using the crochet hook for 5 millimeters to have nice and loose chains. For my little blanket, I'm gonna measure 78 centimeters, and 78 centimeters with the Red Heart Super Saver worsted 4. I will make 100 chains. That equals to 78 centimeters without stretching the yarn or anything. 78 centimeters. That's why I give you the centimeters just in case you're using a thinner yarn or a thicker yarn and you have the measurement how much I want the blanket to measure. That's for my blanket. If you want it bigger, you can do more. This stitch is multiple of 5, so you have to make sure when you have your 78 centimeters, the last chain is multiple of 5. You can do a couple more, a couple less, but as long as you have multiple of 5. Okay, so you're going to continue making your chains until you have the amount of chain that you want. For mine will be 100 chains. Here I finished my last chain of 100. Now I'm going to pull this one up. I'm going to show you first with a ruler how to do it, and after with the needle. They are the same diameter here as the circumference in here. The same size. You're going to pass. You're going to want to put a little bit of tape at the end. That way your stitches don't fall out of the ruler, because there are quite a few that you are working with. Like that. You're gonna go to the next chain. You're gonna grab your yarn and pull it through, and make sure that the one that you are pulled and is moving is the one on the front of your work. Like that. You're gonna go to the next chain, grab your yarn, pull it, and pass it through. Just like that. Like that, you're gonna work in all your chain space, and you'll have the same amount of chain. You will have loops here. I have 100 chain. I have to have 100 loops on my ruler or needle. Like that, you're gonna do it with a ruler, and if I show you, it will be the same size as my needle. Look. The same. So it don't matter if you do it with a needle, with the crochet needle or a ruler, and it will be the same. You pull it through, and you make sure that the one you pull is the one on the front. Okay, so I'll meet you here when I have my 100 loops on my needle. You grab it here on the back like this, pull and pass it through, just like that. One more time. Once you get yourself used to do this, it'll be easier, like that. Okay, so I'll meet you here at the end. Well, here I have my 100 loops on my needle, and this is why I suggest to put a tape at the end of the ruler if you're working with a ruler, that way your yarn don't fall out of your work. Okay, you're gonna grab the yarn attached to your ball of yarn. You're gonna grab it in the back, and you're gonna grab your first 5 loops, and you're gonna do a single crochet, and you don't gonna count that single crochet. And the beginning is the only one, that one that you don't gonna count, that single crochet, always when you start. Now you're gonna do 5 more single crochet in those loops there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you're gonna go to the next one and you're gonna grab 5 more. You're gonna do 5 single crochet. Now you're gonna count every single one. Only the first one, when you start with your work, is where you don't count that one. Now you're gonna do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see? Because the ones in the front are the ones that were attached to the yarn, and that's why they're a little twisted, cross in the front, and they look really nice. Give it a cross look. Sorry if I was off camera there. Now you're gonna grab 5 more. Sorry. You have to make sure that always you have your 5. Otherwise they don't gonna be the same if you don't grab the same amount. And you're gonna do 5 single crochet inside those 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now if you like, you can remove all these from your needle. Remove them, because they don't gonna come undone. That's up to you. And you're gonna continue with your 5, working all the way to the end, and then the next row, row number 2, I will show you how to do that, and then that's what you're gonna repeat all the way until you give the length that you like to your blanket. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just like that. They will have a better shape once you start working more rows. Here I finished this row. You're gonna end with your piece like this. And now this is the last single crochet, and you're gonna pull again to make the loop, and you pass it through your needle or ruler, whatever you're working. Now we did 5 single crochet here. Now you're gonna do 5 single loops. You see, every loops that we grab here, we did the 5 single crochet, and that way when we finish at the end, we'll have the same amount again of loops in the top. And I will grab mine and pull. You see, it's on the front. The one I'm pulling, the yarn attached to the is right on the front. That way it's twisted and give this nice cross in the front like that. Okay, you're gonna do exactly the same amount of single crochet that you did. You're gonna do of loops, and you see it's crossed in the front like that, and that's the way it's supposed to be. For me, I had to do 100 loops again. I put back 100 loops on my needle. Sorry, this is I'm banging my needle in my working surface. And you'll continue all the way until you have the amount that you're supposed to have. Okay, you're gonna continue, and you see when you look at the top you have one front strand and one back strand. You're gonna be working in that back strand here, and you see you'll have this nice and like this design in the front. I hope you can see. You see? Just by working in the back strand. And you're gonna continue all the way to the end and make sure that you have the same amount again of loops. So I'll meet you here at the end to show you one more time how to do it, and then after that you'll continue all by yourself and you do how many rows you like for your blanket. Well, I finished already casting on my loops on my needle, and now we're going to do the same thing. Bring your yarn to the back, grab your first 5, 2, 4, 5, do a single crochet here on the top, and we're not going to count that single crochet. You move those 5 and you start working with 5 single crochet in that same chain in that space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You go back again and grab your next 5, and now you're going to count this single crochet as the first one. Only when you start your first design here, the first stitch, is when you don't count that first single crochet. Otherwise you do 5 in each one. I have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like that you're going to continue doing as many rows as you like. I count these as rows. No, when I do the single crochet I don't count them as a row. I just when I do my stitch design. It really should have been called feather of a peacock, because that's what it looked like. It looked really nice. Well, I'm gonna do how many rows I want for mine, and I'll let you know how many did for mine. That way you decide if that's the same amount that you want to do for yours or not. So I'll meet you here when I finish with my work. Here I wanted to show you the progress that I am done with my little baby blanket. It looked fantastic. I'm in row number 12, casting up my stitches, and I love so far the result. So I'll meet you here as I go. Here I finished the length that I wanted to give to my blanket. There are 20 motifs for the width, for 22 for the length. I found that it is a little bit narrow, the blanket, so if you want a little bigger, you can do 120 chains, and you will give 24 motifs for 26 of the length. 24 for the width and 26 for the length. If you wanted to leave it just like this, you go to the corner, chain 1, cut your yarn, and lose that tail. But for me, I'm gonna do a border all the way around to make it a little wider. If you wanted to continue with the border, just stay tuned with the video. To start the border, we're gonna do single crochet. I'm gonna chain 1, and I go here in those 2 strands of yarn. I'm gonna do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3 single crochet. Now in the middle here where I have this single crochet, I'm gonna do another one like that. Now I'm gonna do in these 2 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and here in the middle another one Like that, you're gonna do all the way around, and this is the base for the border. I'm gonna put a marker here, that way I know where I start with my single crochet, and I'm gonna work all the way around. Even in here, I'm gonna do single crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you here at the end when we're gonna do the next step of the border. Here in the corners, I'm gonna do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. That way it's nice and round the corner when you're working. You're gonna continue all the way around and do the same in each 4 corners. Here I finish with a slip stitch, and I'm gonna chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna do a double crochet on top of each single crochet, and I do in double crochet because that's the size perfect for my ribbon that I'm gonna put all the way around. I have this one here that is perfect, the perfect blue color for this, but it's too wide. And then to put something like this, I will have to do, like I have 4 there, 5 and 6, and I have to do something like this in order to put something as wide as that one. But I found that it's too wide for the blanket. I will have to do something like that in order to fit through there, you see? But I have these two, they're thinner, and then if I put the blue one, you're not gonna see it because it's the same color. And then I have this brown, and that's the one I'm gonna put all the way around of mine. You will do the color that you have in hand, depend on the color of the blanket. If you're doing a white blanket, you can do any color ribbon that you like. That's the good thing about working with white. Then you can do any accent color. So you will do a double crochet all the way around, and then when we finish with our double crochet, we'll do a little design at the top, and then we'll end our blanket. Here I am in the corner, the first corner, and remember here we did 3 single crochet. Well, in the middle of the third one, you know, we have we're gonna do 3 double crochet and right in the top of that corner. That way it's nice and round and flat. It's no tend to be, you know, like warp or anything. Like, it's nice and flat in the corner. You're gonna continue with your double crochet all the way around, and you see the end there, the corner is nice and flat. You're gonna continue doing that all the way around. Remember, 3 double crochet in each corner. I finished the row of double crochet. If you like, you can do a row of another design, but for me, I like it simple like this. I don't gonna do the ribbon or anything. It's perfect for a car seat or a stroller. I like it just like that, just with the row of double crochet. Well, give it your thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed, and have a great day. Bye.